Outside of appliances, televisions, and other consumer electronics, Hisense has a whopping 13 e-ink devices in their lineup. Everything from hi-fi music players, phones, e-readers themselves, and now this, another phone. This is the Hisense A9, and this is the latest 2022 release in the Hisense line of e-ink products. It is a 6.1-inch 300 PPI running Carta 1200. This thing also has a Snapdragon 662 processor with 128 gigs onboard storage and either 4 gigs of RAM or 6 gigs of RAM. You know those unboxings that are like double unboxings, you know? So these are some A9s. Are we going to unbox both? Absolutely not, because that would be silly. We only need to unbox one. On the left, we have a 4GB version, and on the right, we have a 6GB version. Well, we're going to do the smart thing and unbox the 6GB version because that's the more powerful one. They've definitely gone eco on their boxes, which is good. Now, there's always a good and a bad thing about this. The bad thing is that the sides are very flimsy, like an Amazon box. So, unfortunately, the device is less protected, all things considered. So please be aware of that. And the good part is that they're using less colors, less ink, and less packaging, which is very nice. So the entire top seems to be your user manual here, and you have a dual SIM. It's not a hybrid SIM, it's actually a dual SIM. Perfect, you have SIM 1 and SIM 2, that's really cool. We'll get into all this when we get into the full review, of course, but hold on to that because that's going to tell you what you need to know. It is written in Chinese, go ahead and just use your translator tool. Now this is something nice too that a lot of people have been adopting recently. Wax paper. This semi-translucent, transparent wax paper, the decent level of opacity means that your device remains protected, but you can still see what's inside, and they're not using plastic. This is great. I love this. We're going to put that off to the side in case we want to go ahead and do a giveaway on this. We're going to put this off to the side too because it's very exciting, but we have to see what's in the rest of the box first. We have this tray, and everything seems to be in this tray because it's very heavy, and it opens kind of like a folio folder thing. And this seems to be a SIM removal tool. It has this little loop with a stick right there, so use that to open up the SIM card. And inside we have a USB-C. No, there's no styluses or anything like that because it's not a Galaxy Note type of device. It is a smartphone. Now this is a smartphone. We've been hearing a lot of flack about Ink Palm and Xiaomi with their reflective screen, but as we said, everyone uses a reflective screen. Hisense on their entire lineup uses reflective gloss screens. But what they do right here is they put a factory screen protector that is perfectly fit to this phone. And that means that it is now an anti-glare matte screen. This does look like the HyReader, except it's a little bit different. The body itself is very similar in that the size is similar, the little engravings where it says Life Reimagined and Hisense on the side, as well as the equalizer cutout for the speaker pack, all looks very similar. But this one has obviously a gigantic camera, a flash package, and a SIM card slot with a fingerprint sensor. So there's a lot different about this obviously, but it is drawing inspiration from the HyReader themselves. You also have a camera at the front, earpiece, and potentially stereo loudspeaker pack inside. We'll have to double check on that. Light sensor up top, USB-C down below, microphone, earpiece, mouthpiece, the whole nine, you know, anything you're going to find on a smartphone because it is a smartphone. We don't have to start this up for the first time and see if there's English on it because Hisense 100% has English on it. For now, this is everything that comes in the box and the brand new Hisense A9 6GB onboard RAM with 128 gigs of storage version. Stay tuned for the full review in the days to come. For GoodyReader.com, this is Peter.